In 2025, county commissioners addressed that issue today, declaring, let me go back to this, excuse me. In 2025, more than 1,300 adults age 65 or older were victims of abuse here in Lubbock County, according to the Texas Adult Protective Services. County commissioners addressed that issue today, declaring June Elder Abuse Awareness Month. Judge Curtis Parrish says the issue is typically underreported due to embarrassment, shame, and fear, but it affects men and women of all income, all ability levels, all ethnic and cultural backgrounds, and in every community. But leaders from Lubbock's Silver Star Board say the type of abuse can look very different from one case to the other.
That can be emotional abuse, that can be some mental abuse, that can be physical abuse, financial abuse, that can be just self-neglect. First thing is check on their own family and check on their elderly neighbors. And if they see an abusive situation, that needs to be reported to Adult Protective Services.
You can report abuse on the Texas APS hotline, which is available 24/7, or online through the Texas Abuse Hotline website. But in this case, the Department of Family and Protective Services does not accept reports that come in anonymously.
County commissioners are also looking out for younger victims of abuse. Today, the county formalized its partnership with the LPD's Crimes Against Children unit. We told you last week one sheriff's office investigator will join 7 members of the Lubbock Police Department. This unit will focus on missing and endangered children, abuse cases, and child deaths for anyone 17 or younger.
We just want to make sure our law enforcement agencies are working together to combat and to protect the most vulnerable in our community.
You can read more about the new unit on our website, kcbd.com.
Also today, Lubbock County confirmed it is going to provide pathology services for Randall County, that's south of Amarillo. The commissioners approved a new agreement that would let the Panhandle County send some of its autopsies and lab work to Lubbock's new medical examiner's office. Judge Parrish says today's deal further supports the plan behind the facility in the first place to better serve West Texas.
We're seeing now that West Texas counties are looking toward Lubbock for medical examining services. That was one of the purposes in building this new facility, to have a place where these rural counties and counties can come to bring their medical examining services.
Voters approved funding for the county's medical examiner's office in 2023, and that ended years of outsourcing forensic and autopsy services, sending them to Tarrant County.